Up, this is Super Mario 127, and I'm going to be doing a full transfer from DSi to 3DS. The DSi will wait. Connecting to the internet. Alright, transfer from a system in the Nintendo DSi family. Alright. Okay, receiving from DSi. Transfer from SM127 system. Oh. Okay, full transfer. Data cannot be returned to the system once transferred to the target system. Preparing for full transfer. What this does is basically transfer all data. The only thing it's not going to delete is photos and sounds. It transfers all the data, but it doesn't delete it. From the DSi. The only thing it deletes is actually the configuration. The configuration settings that were the regular things. Continue, and tap Next. Frames and stickers cannot be transferred. I know, that's why none of my photos are in stickers. And then after I'm done, I'm going to put them back into the stickers. This will transfer any recordings. Continue. Okay, titles I can't transfer. Nintendo 3DS transfer tool. Alright, this list right here shows titles you cannot transfer. I can't transfer Nintendo 3DS transfer tool because the 3DS does not have that. Whatever, preparing for a full transfer. It might take a few minutes, so the battery notification might come up. The target system is only at 3 bars. Also, we got to see the little Pikmin. None of my data is stored. That was because last time, on the system memory's photo limit almost reached. And all of my photos in the 3DS are saved to the SD card, so those won't be overwritten. Only the photos in the system memory will be overwritten. That data will be completely deleted. With that of the target system. With that of the source system. Alright. The data is still being transferred. This video may be longer than 15 minutes, so it might be cut into 2 parts. 2 parts or more. And you know about how in the 3DS, transferring between 3DSs, once the transfer is complete, the system memory of the source system will be formatted, deleting all data. But in this one, it's actually DSi to 3DS transfer. It doesn't delete the data off the DSi. Only when you're transferred between 2 3DSs, from an old 3DS to a new 3DS, that the system memory of the old 3DS will be formatted, deleting all data. because it says transfer complete on the source system, and the system memory will now be formatted. And once again, the data on the Nintendo DSi camera data on the DSi isn't deleted. It's only deleted on the 3DS. So luckily to preserve my photos and videos, they're all on the SD card. The videos aren't saved to the system memory, so those won't be deleted. Because on the 3DS, videos can only be saved in the SD card. So if I do a transfer when there's only videos there, that means videos are only saved to an SD card, so those won't be deleted. And when you do a full transfer, it cannot be undone. And something I forgot to say is when transfer is taking place, you can't really press the power button on the 3DS to view the home menu or the menu that would usually come up by pressing the power button when the transfer is taking place. Even when this transfer is taking place, you can't actually view the home menu or the menu that actually come up by pressing the power button. And closing your 3DS at that time will not activate sleep mode. It'll still continue to transfer. I think some of you guys must have read that in the manual or something, but I'm just saying it just in case you forget. Because when transferring, closing out of your system will still continue the transfer. It doesn't activate sleep mode. Okay, the Pikmin is still taking some pieces of the software out. This is actually transfer 1 of 3. So that means after that transfer is complete, we need to do another one. And always for photos, it's a 25, 50, 75% one because of the DSi, I have like over 240 photos stored. I have 240 photos stored, so that means, well, about 240 photos stored, so that means the 25, 50, 75% stuff comes up to notify you that it might take a while. And the battery hasn't decreased yet. For DSi to 3DS transfer, it doesn't really require a lot of work for 3DS. For 3DSs, you just need to like put an SD card on a computer or something and copy the data off of it. But for DSi's, it doesn't require that much work. Because as SD cards cannot be inserted into the 3DS's micro SD card slot, then it requires lots of things. And you will not be able to do the transfer if the SD card doesn't have enough free space. If the SD card on the 3DS doesn't have sufficient space. Alright. The transfer is still doing it. Those things almost look like SD cards. Yeah, these Pikmin are like taking some time to like put some pieces of the software. Alright. Okay, DSi and 3DS still working. 3DS is still at 3 bars. And the Nintendo DSi is still at 4 bars. The DSi's battery is still at 4 bars. After the 75%, and when they place on the next set, then it's going to be completed. But there's still going to be a second transfer, which happens to be Nintendo DSi sound. And then after that is the third transfer, which happens to be the settings. It's only going to reset the, it's only going to erase all the configuration settings. You can't transfer advanced setup settings. This Pikmin is like taking lots of time to do this. Alright. The transfer is not done yet. Okay, they need to pick up those last 2 pieces. Okay, all the pieces are at the 75%. And now they gotta move it to the 100%, which happens to be the picture of the 3DS there. Once the transfer of this is completed, then now they need to transfer the sound data from DSi to 3DS. Alright. Okay, I don't have much to say. So just wait till this transfer is complete,